EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Hey, kill. 13 loop.
On third down, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Robinson again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready?
Bootlegging out here, Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
True knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Big 13 heavy.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
13 loop. Loop.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there. A gain of 12.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Heavy. Heavy.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Here we go.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Ritter to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they picked up the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Right, 97.
Going play action. Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Set, go. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready. Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ritter going to change it up. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
10 cycle. 10.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Another tote for ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
11.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
13, Luke. Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give. It's ETN off the option.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Read up 24. Read up 24.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he stopped immediately there. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Wilkin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
11. 30 left.
Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel.
30 left. Go. 11, Agate.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
On second down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
ETN.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big 13 heavy. 11. Silver.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey,
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Easy. 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down.
An 18-yard attempt.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will stay a 4-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll give it to Patterson.
Cordell Patterson.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson. 45 yards.
And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Etienne once more.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Ritter now on second down. Into the hands of London.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ritter back to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ritter to throw it. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 20, here's 2nd and a yard.
11.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To him as down he goes.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, here's Agnew. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars' 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
13, Luke. Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, Kill.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Lisa 24.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
13 Luke. 13 Luke. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
On 2nd down, Ritter.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Patterson will try it up the middle.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, Maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Think right open.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Here's 1st down.
Go.
Lawrence. Into the hands of Ingram.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Gonna go down, sacked right around the 17.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.